Hello! This is another horror quiz video. So last time we did which horror movie are you? My answer ended up being The Shining, which was too good to be true.
You didn't let me finish my sentence.
Did not cheat on that quiz. My honest answer was The Shining, and I am so happy about that. So last time I had said that we would do which horror movie are you and which horror movie monster are you. I actually didn't realize that there was also how long would you last in a horror movie. This is a quiz that everyone should know in case you ever had to be in a situation where there was a break-in or someone followed you home and you had to escape that person who was an imminent threat to you. How long would you last? Maybe there are some helpful tips in this quiz here. Alright, commencing. How long would you last in a horror movie? Question 1. You enter your significant other's house, but it's dark and no one is home. What do you do? Loudly announce that I'm about to take a shower. Not your best course of action, but it's an option. Leave immediately. If it seems like nobody else might be in the house, I would wonder, how your significant other is might be a concern, but leaving immediately is an option. Grab a knife from the kitchen. That's a common go-to in movies. Whisper hello over and over again. Hello? Hello? Or mushy mushy, if this is The Grudge, if you're entering the Grudge house. So what do we do? Loudly announce. That seems like not a great idea. Loudly announcing you're gonna take a shower. Leaving immediately, grabbing a knife from the kitchen, whispering hello, no. I don't think I would ever want to wield a knife. But out of these three options, see, if I entered my significant other's house, if I were to enter House O Axeman, and it was dark and no one was around and there was a possible intruder, I would be worried about Axeman. So I think in the interest of making sure he's okay, I would not leave immediately. I would instead grab a knife from the kitchen. Go into stealth mode. Next question. Okay, number 2. Which of the following best describes you? Athlete, nerd geek, girl guy next door. I don't think I am all the way any of these, but I guess I would go with the middle one. I don't think I am. Definitely not the first or third one, I think. More possibly the second one. Right. Next, question number 3. You're hiding in a closet and you hear footsteps nearby. What do you do? Make a run for it? Stay quiet? Whimper uncontrollably? Hopefully not loud enough for the footsteps to hear? Peek through the crack. I would stay quiet. If your position has not been given away, don't give it away yourself. I'm gonna say stay quiet. Try not to whimper uncontrollably. That seems like a bad idea. Question number 4. Villain is chasing you around the house. Where do you go? I can already tell you, you do not go upstairs, which is the first option. No. Bad. Into my basement. That seems... I don't... If there's an exit in the basement, like a cellar door or like a back door, then basement is possibly a good idea. You can also hide in the basement and wait for them to come in and then run back up the stairs. I feel like you have more options with the basement than you do upstairs, because upstairs, if you were trying to exit the house, you have to jump from a second or higher floor, which is bad. And then if you get injured on your way down, you can't run. So basement's a possibility. Back into the closet that we apparently left at some point between question 3 and 4. I'm gonna go outside. I would say outside. So you're being chased around the house. I would exit the house. Because then outside you can yell for help, you can get to your car. There's more safety outside the house than inside the house, I would say. So let's go outside. Number 5, lying in bed at night, you hear a strange noise coming from downstairs. What do you do? Go back to sleep. It's probably just the wind. Call out, is anybody there? Is anybody there? Is there anybody in here? Lock the door. Hide under my bed. There actually is no under my bed. It's just a mattress on the floor. So that's not an option for me. Lock the door. Is anybody there? See, this is a weird one for me because I don't know. I often get weird, like, audio hallucinations when I'm kind of like halfway in between awake and asleep. So I will hear things that actually are not there, I think. So I would be inclined Typically, if he actually hears something coming from downstairs and I'm sure that it's a real sound coming from downstairs, I typically go check it out, because then I become paranoid that I forgot to lock the door or something, and it's usually nothing. We have pets, so it's usually just them, or it's like the neighbors and I just hear it from downstairs when it's actually next door. So I typically do go to either lock the door or make sure the door is locked, which it almost always is. So I'm going to say that. Next, number 6. You are driving along a country road at night with friends when the car engine dies. What do you do next? Stay in the car while everybody looks for a gas station. Everyone sleeps in the car until morning. Wander off to the woods looking for cell service. That seems like the worst idea I've ever heard of. Take turns keeping watch at night. Well, I think in this situation, I don't think people should be splitting up. I feel like I've heard too many scary stories about driving on the highway at night, so I feel like I would do everyone takes turns keeping watch at night. Like, we take like 4-hour shifts. Hopefully it's like already midnight or whatever. Like, one person can try just staying up all night. If they can't do it, then they tag someone else in, and then you're good until morning, and then in the morning you go look for a gas station, or you flag a car down to help you call for a tow or whatever. So I would say this one, take turns keeping watch at night. Next. Number 7. Your ideal getaway is somewhere tropical, a road trip through the countryside, a scheduled resort in the mountains, or my house where it's safe. I don't like tropical climates. Road trip through the countryside it's like pretty much any road trip you would take in Canada is going to go through the countryside. It takes literally 3 days to drive through Ontario, and it's boring. It loses its charm very quickly when you're in the car for 70 hours in one impossibly huge province. Scheduled resort in the mountains. I think typically I like staycations. I like to stay at home. However, I do leave a few times a year to go to Boston. So I mean, my number 1 choice is Boston, but otherwise I like staying at home. If I had to pick somewhere new to go, I think resort in the mountains sounds nice. I've never been to Whistler. I've never been to Whistler in BC, which is probably very nice to go to. Aspen in the States, I hear, is quite popular. So I would say that's resort in the mountains. I like cold weather. I don't like really cold weather, but I don't mind cold weather. Cold weather can be nice if it's not too cold to the point where it's totally miserable. Number 8. The killer is pounding on your front door. What do? Try to hold it shut? Scream for help, lock the deadbolt and run out back, move all my furniture in front of the door. I will go with the deadbolt. Hopefully he's alone. It's just one killer and not 2, and they have not gone on either side of the house. So I will say lock the deadbolt, run out back, because it is not easy to break through a door that is deadbolt locked. Number 9. You think your house might be haunted. What do? Call a priest. Hold a seance. That seems like the worst thing to do. Or maybe not. I don't know. What do I know about haunted houses? Move immediately. Try to record the paranormal activity. I would definitely not do that one. I would say I would move immediately, and then the hauntedness stays behind. I hope. Okay, back. Okay, 10 out of 10. Last question. You knocked out the killer. What will you do next? Finish off the killer. Run away again. Get close to the killer to see if he is still breathing. That is a horror movie. No. You do not check to see if they're still breathing. Take a picture with my phone. Evidence for the cops later. That might be a good idea. I would not finish off the killer. I would rather turn the killer in. I think I would run away and then I would phone 911 on my way out. I would get away. Because if he's knocked out, then there's no way of knowing how long that's gonna last. So, get away while you can. Right, submit! And they're gonna ask me to tell them how much I like Spotify. Oh no, they're not! They didn't do that this time. Alright, get results. You would last 71 minutes in a horror film. Get out of my face! Oh my god. You would last 71 minutes in a horror movie. You are the horror's significant other. Significant other dies though, don't they? Maybe it depends on the movie. So I wonder if by 71 minutes they literally mean like you live like up until 10 minutes before the movie ends. It's just you and your boo left running for your lives. How romantic would it be if you both made it out together? Unfortunately, you trip over a root in the woods, you sprain your ankle, the villain grabs you out of nowhere, giving your sweetie time to escape. I like that. I like that. I like that my downfall allows for the protagonist to escape safely, and then they get the killer arrested, and they avenge me with the swift hand of justice. Alright, so that's not a bad answer. I think I'm okay with that answer. I'm not one of the characters that dies, like right in the beginning, or right in the middle. I kind of die right towards the middle end part of the climax of the movie. I think that's acceptable. I think that's a good answer. Not the best answer, but it's a good answer. Alright, so this has been the How Long Would You Last in a Horror Movie quiz. I hope you guys liked this quiz, and I hope you guys liked the video. If you plan on taking this quiz, link is in the description below. This is brainfall.com again. Love brainfall.com. If you plan on taking this quiz, please let us know in the comments which answer you got. Let me know if you are also the significant other of the main character who dies right at the end, or let me know if you're the Drew Barrymore type character who dies right at the very beginning, or maybe you're the protagonist who makes it out alive, the sole survivor of the movie. Please let us know in the comments. And please let me know if you liked this quiz down in the comments. These quizzes are a lot of fun. It's a nice little break to take just from games all the time. If you have any suggestions for other quizzes or other videos like this, you know what to do. And for now, thanks for watching. Don't get scared without me. Thank you. See you soon. Ew, her head actually like turns around. You're more disgusting than me, and I'm licking your eyeball.
Why do they run from you? You're such a special boy, and today is your birthday.
Not today, Satan. Destroy your face.
Let me be your mommy. Let me feed you.